I'm here, boys. I literally cannot find the break post to tag. It's not popping up on my computer to tag people, so you might just run. I don't want to run it without tags because the one time I did that, someone lost their mind. But I'm here, the list is up there, like everything's ready to go. Let me tag everybody. It's not popping up on my Facebook for whatever reason. Oh, finally found it. It's like refreshing. Wasn't getting a break up to tag everybody, so I apologize. Also wasn't trying to have it sit on that screen for 4 years. We're gonna run this and we'll run the I'm still waiting for a couple of payments for Bowman. It was filling all day. I should have checked it. I missed it by accident. That I didn't check the payment, so that's my fault. I'll start checking the half and half so that we're ready to go with that one. But let's get that half and half filled up so we can, I'll post some smaller stuff. I figure we come out the gate strong for people that wanted full cases. But it seems like we stalled on the half and half, which actually doesn't make sense because I think it's the best combination. There seems to be a ton of orange in hobbies this year. Obviously, hobbies the only one you can get the orange parallels in, but it seems to be like there is a ton of it in there. So I figured that the half and half would be like the best bang for your buck kind of deal. But I can also see where the price might be a little bit out of some people's price ranges that they want to spend on breaks. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do with some 3 and 2s tomorrow. Take the price down a little bit. All right, let's put the Facebook video underneath there. Oh. Charles, you do have the Brewers. That's my fault. I updated my master list. I didn't. It's updated my master list here. I'll switch the picture real quick. I realized I messed it up and I didn't switch I took the image way earlier when I was going back through the list checking payments. Here, I'll update it. So there's no confusion on the screen. But yes, I know you have the Brewers, buddy. Boomer closed it, and I didn't add you into. I added you on my phone, and it didn't take. So I thought I had it all the way updated before Boomer closed it, and I did not. Here, I'll update it right now. It should have just switched. All right, let's get rolling in this break. Like I said, I apologize for that. I don't know why Facebook wasn't popping up the video either. That was kind of annoying. Let me bring up the video on my phone and we'll get rolling. Holy app's open. All right. We got my man Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben Baller did the card. Give him a nice rub on all the boxes. Relatively large break for what we have here. We have Stadium Club Chrome, Allen and Ginter Chrome, Topps Chrome 2021. Then we're going to have Archive Signature Series 2 boxes from 2023. Have 2 boxes of 2022 Chronicles as I block it with my arm. We'll actually open a box of Chronicles to start. We're actually going to start with the silver pack from Topps Chrome 2022. But a nice value mixer here. Has a lot of cards in it. Could have a lot of value. Let's do the silver pack first just so I don't want it to get lost in the sauce here. Hopefully we get something nasty redemption-wise, but we will see. Not redemption-wise, like some nasty card added into it that isn't part of the set. We have Myers, Drew Ellis, Heart of the City, Ramirez, and then an Edward Cabrera on the refractor. So honestly, not a terrible silver pack in sense of the 4 cards weren't that bad. You get 3 rookies and a Heart of the City, but no short print, no random Otani or whatever. Some of the nastiness you can get out of those. Getting into the Chronicles is gonna be 3 autographs, 1 memorabilia. We will run the Bowman Jumbo case after this. We gotta run this first. I have Hunter Green, Tony Centellion, I have Reese Nair on the certified, Glenn Otto, Matt Brash, Brian De La Cruz on the refractor, Eloy Jimenez, and Gavin Sheets. Brandon Marsh on 64 out of 99. Going to the Angels. And Tom Giuliano. Going to have Lodolo, Spencer Torkelson on the Donruss Elite. Vidal Brujan. Rated rookie on the Donruss Clearly. Lars Nootbaar on the Crusade. Brandon Marsh. We're going to have a 10 out of 99. Kevin Smith on the Obsidian going to the Athletics. And Manuel Hernandez. Yadier Molina. We'll be breaking the Bowman after this. We have Ryan Velarde, O'Neal Cruz, Anthony Bender on the certified, Chase McCormick, Shohei Ohtani, Rami Gonzalez, Cody Bellinger, and Jake Myers. Josiah Gray on the Recon. Have Juan Soto. Have Joe Ryan on the Donruss Elite, Josiah Gray. Glenn Otto, Tatis, which is actually going to be numbered on the 137 out of 299. Going to the Padres and Tom Giuliano. We have a Reed Detmers. This is going to be a 6 out of 10 gold going to the A's. Pretty dope looking card here. Looks like you're going to need to get a big one touch. Because it's definitely bigger than 180 point. Let me get out this 260 real quick. The Steelers not taking a kicker. I'm assuming one of the good cornerbacks is still left, unless what's his name is, the dude that plays tackle and guard or whatever on the offensive line is still available. Definitely not taking a kicker. Not the Raiders, for Christ's sakes. I'm going to go. Reed Detmers there. Out of 10. Just put him to the side, to be honest. He can be his own stand. So I'm not going to adjust the stand to put that big-ass card on. We have Fernando Tatis. They didn't trade up, right? Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani again. Manuel Rodriguez. Jazz Chisholm. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Suzuki for the Cubs. What'd they trade away? I guess that's the real question. I'll just look. Hold on. Oh, that's not who they thought they were going to pick. Roderick Jones is good. I thought they were going to pick. There was another kid they were talking about picking. Aaron Nola and Tyler Megill. That was like a big reach. I can't remember who it was. They were talking about trying to trade up to like 11. It wasn't for Jones, it's for somebody else. Ronald Acuna. You have to give me the names of the tackles. I can tell you who they were talking about in the local Pittsburgh paper at least. Reese Nair, Jackson Kowar. I have Juan Soto, Corey Seager. No, that's fine. I was going to say Connor Wong. Got Connor Seabold on the 15 out of 25 going to the Red Sox. Who are the tackles that are left? Or I should say the linemen. I think the one guy's technically a guard. We got Sean Murphy. It's going to wrap up the Chronicles box. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers got traded to the Jets, man. Where you been, Ian? Living in a bubble? Get into Allen Ginter Chrome. We will random off the non-baseball autos. Or we'll random off the non-baseball base. Any autographs will have a separate random from the base. We have Torres, Torkelson. We have Alvarez on the gold out of 50. And Stott. The fuchsia Torkelson going to the Tigers. It'll be a 55 out of 99. I also don't know why I opened that one pack at a time. I can't remember I think the last time the Steelers drafted an offensive lineman in the first round was like Alan Faneca. They never draft linemen in the first round. Was Broderick Jones the only tackle left, or was there somebody like? Vladimir Guerrero, Winfield, Baseball Lexicon, Buxton, Chisholm Jr., Freeman, Mazurowski, Jameson, Centellian Manny Machado, another mini card, Kershaw, Ken Griffey Jr., Brian Reynolds for the Pirates, Willie Stargell, C.J. Abrams, Taylor, Arias, Schmidt, Manning, Zawinski, and DJ Muggs. Brian Reynolds on the blue here, going to the Pirates. Going to be a 90 out of 150. We have North, Ichiro, Stanton, Donaldson, National Park, Suzuki, Castillo, Yates, Sheets, Konerko, Benintendi. We have Moore, Hunter Green, Kane, Cron, Lodolo. Have the dude that does the little stones on the ice. I can't think what they're called. Curlers. Moncada. We have Fuchsia. Moore, which I believe he's a fisherman. My bad, he's an explorer. 116 out of 199 on the Fuchsia. Tim Anderson. Springer. Royce Lewis, Pedro Martinez, Soto. National Park, Verling, Barons, Sheen, Strasburg. We have Brendan Donovan, Carew, Hart, Smith. National Park, Clemens, Osborne. We have Suzuki on the green going to the Cubbies. It's going to be a 26 out of 99. I really don't think Broderick Jones was the guy they were trying to trade up for, though, in the sense of what the media was talking about. I think the media was talking about a different guy. Frank Thomas, Rivera. I mean, the first round's been a little bit different than I thought it'd go anyways. Larkin, Torkelson, Winder. I didn't expect Richardson to go fourth. Cabrera, Votto, Colton Welker, Rendon, and Beer. Is Will Levis hasn't been taken, right? He's still on the board. Let's do 2021 at Topps Chrome. Paris Johnson was already taken, I thought. Wasn't he the first guy that was taken? Was that not his name? Or maybe, no, Paris Johnson was who they were talking about trading up for. Was Paris Johnson. Which he would have been there at 17. Can't remember the first guy. The guy that was taken third or fourth overall. The dude from Ohio State. That dude's a monster. Or should be a monster. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's other offensive linemen that are supposed to be monster. No, not Bryce Young. Bryce Young plays for Alabama. The tackle. The first offensive lineman taken off the board. It's like the third or fourth pick. Maybe he ended up being the fifth pick. He couldn't have been the third pick because Will Anderson was the third pick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Paris Johnson. That's what. Yeah, you said Paris Johnson was. That's why I was confused. I was going to say. I'll go find out afterwards who I'm talking about the Steelers. Talk about in the Bowman. The lineman they were talking about trading up for that was. I'll have to find the article. I didn't really look up all the offensive linemen's names. And then there was talk about it all over Twitter, and I was like, regardless, they need to get a tackle. So it is what it is. We have Suarez, Mookie Betts, Lorenzo Cain on the Prism, Jazz Chisholm, Sincel, Rizzo, Spencer Howard on the Refractor, Sonny Gray, Josh Donaldson. Have Lorenzo Cain. We have Patrick Weigel going to the Braves. It wasn't Skoronski because he plays like he projects to be a guard in the NFL. I think it's people wanted them to trade up for Paris Johnson, but like I said, he was like top 5 pick. We have Yelich, Chris Archer, Castro, Shohei Ohtani, Blackman, Pook, Verlander, Steven Strasburg on the Refractor, Flaherty, Alfaro, Apostle, Vladimir Guerrero, and Verdugo. We have Andrew McCutchen. They drafted who as a guard? Skoronski, Jake Cronenworth, Sincel, Freed, McCullers, Varsho, Altuve, Gregorius, Madrigal, Arrays, Lizardo, Semien, Loreno, Story, Andres Jimenez, Santana, Azuna, Andres Jimenez again, Nate Pearson, Lindor, Casey Mize, Will Smith, Mike Brasso, and Luis Patino. Kyle Tucker, Cabrian Hayes, Jack Flaherty on the Prism, Grandal, Diaz, Moustakas, Woodruff, Posey, Debbie Garcia, Alonzo, Urquidy, Garrett Crochet, Tatis Jr., Yelich on the Refractor, Soto on the 1986, Morton, Hoskins, Medina. And I have Corey Kluber, Matt Chapman, and Aaron Nola. Get Shohei Ohtani, Prismic Power, Mike Trout, Jake Arrieta, Verdugo on the Prism, Kim, Bell, Freeman, Austin Hayes, Walsh, Dylan Carlson on the Refractor, Bradley, Brinson, McClanahan, Ollie Sanchez, on the auto. Campusano, Soler, Ian Anderson, Brady Singer, Chapman, Howard, Kluber, Arenado, Will Myers, Ura, Giolito, Torres, and Leody Taveras. That is going to be 2021, and that was a weak-ass box. I apologize, boys, for even putting that garbage in the break. That was a shit show. I'm just keeping it 100 right there. Luckily, those boxes are down to, like, I think $95, so only added, like, $2 a spot to your team. I apologize. I wasted $2 of your money. I mean, a Dylan Carlson refractor is pretty nice, I guess. To another Chronicles. So general consensus for the Bowman, you guys are feeling the 3 and 2 configuration. That's a decent size. We have Spencer Torkelson, Hunter Green, Wander Franco, Patrick Mazeika, Yordan Alvarez. We got Hoy Park on the Zenith. Fortunately, got DF8 or whatever they call it when you get sent down. See, he wasn't playing that bad. There's other talent in the Pirates. We have Mike Trout. We have Whit Merrifield, Mike Trout, Kyle Muller, Pete Alonso, Luis Gil, O'Neal Cruz on the refractor, Jose Altuve, and Aaron Ashby. I'm waiting for the Ravens to trade away all their picks to get D-Hop here. 3 first-rounders, a second-rounder. No, it won't be that much. We got Jarren Duran, if they trade for him. Say Corey Seager, Curtis Terry, Suzuki, Jake Myers, Luke Williams, Peyton Henry on the recon. Assuming we're going to have to bust some Ravens fans' kneecaps this year because they're going to be talking a bunch of shit to finish in 3rd place in the division. No more excuses for Lamar being a bum that can't throw. Now I can talk more shit about him. We have Javier Baez. Jarren Durant, Ronnie Dawson, Cutter Crawford. We have Corey Bellinger, just giving everybody a new first name. Cody Bellinger, Ronald Acuna. Say Marcus Semien. Don't need to improve Pickett whenever the defense is going to create turnovers. Corey Seager and Corbin Burns. Plus, Najee is going to be able to run all over that sorry-ass offensive or defensive line you guys have. Seth Beer? Shit. I was going to say Najee and Jalen Warren might have 100 yards each on that raggedy-ass front 7. We have Bobby Witt Jr. spent all your money on Roquan Smith for no one to clog the holes for him to make tackles. We got Wander Franco, Julio Rodriguez on the clearly. We have Roansy Contreras. We have another Tatis Jr. here. 104 out of 299. Yo, Myles Garrett should be in jail for that shit. Don't get me started on that garbage. I was gonna say assault with a deadly weapon. Like we're going to have Jason Dominguez for the Yankees on the Chronicles prospect ticket. Going to the Yankees and Boomer. Nice hit here. I'm not saying he should still be in jail because he probably would have did his 4-year bid already, but at the time he should have definitely went to jail. Can't just be whacking other dudes with helmets. That's not okay. We have Jacob deGrom. Even if the dude would have been Like, even if it would have been, like, Joe Flacco that got clonked in the head or Lamar, I would have said the same thing. Like, Matt Manning, 84 out of 100. And it was even worse was that Myles Garrett realized he messed up so much he tried to pull out the good old he said a bad word at Toomey like 3 weeks later after he got suspended. Or was coming back after suspension. Jose Siri, one of the two. Seth Beer, like, that's something you say right away if he did that. Alejo Lopez. Have Jose Siri. Yo, you better calm down. He was about to be the starting quarterback for the Ravens this year. He would have went better than your Pro Bowler if y'all would have picked him up. Maybe you guys don't know what a quarterback's like that can actually throw to wide receivers. We got Max Scherzer. And Hunter Green. I'm like thoroughly convinced that it doesn't matter how much wide receiver talent you guys get Lamar Jackson, that he's still not going to be a proficient, like, that good of a passer. I mean, I guess dudes will be wide open maybe, but like, I don't think the guys are going to be as wide open as people like Steve Smith were or whoever else. Because I feel like teams focused on the run so much against the Ravens that they weren't worried of like a Marquise Brown and other people. But like, you have to game plan for OBJ and if they get D-Hop. We got Robbie Ray, 30 out of 56 going to the Mariners, and that's going to go to Randy. Former Cy Young winner. Let's say this is a 2022 Archives buyback. Get into some Stadium Club here. Stop. Nolan Arenado. That's like dudes that play for the Air Force Academy trying to say that, or like that's like dudes that play for West Point in the Army trying to say they should be playing in the NFL. Like, just stop. That's the type of comparison it is. I don't even know how, like, one man can discredit the entire Pro Bowl process. No. McCarron could start on a few NFL teams, but not for the Steelers. I'm surprised the Browns didn't try to sign him last year. Because I think he still lives in Cincinnati. Doesn't matter. His wife's the real breadwinner in that family anyway. Brett Musburger had such a hard-on for his wife when he was in college playing for Alabama that he turned her into a damn model by accident. We have John Means, Max Muncy, Rafael Devers on the red, Julio Urias, Sonny Gray. We're going to have Rivera, C.J. Abrams, Bieber, Flaherty, Ortiz, Wander Franco on the Destiny, Thurman Munson and Nick Lodolo, Ricky Henderson, Velade, JT Realmuto, Sanchez, Bays, Ken Griffey. We have Larry Walker. Behind Larry Walker, we have Bryce Harper, Sandberg, Darryl Strawberry, O'Neal, Rizzo, Ryan, Zach Short on the red,
Franmil Reyes and Juan Soto. Bobby Dahlback, Walker Buehler, Arenado, Cabrera, Ryan Howard. Got Hank Aaron on the red. Have Wong, Chisholm Jr., Will Clark, Honus Wagner. Pudge, Andrew Jones. Got Bob Gibson. Josh Lowe with Jim Abbott behind him. Nola Molina. Marte Darvish Murphy. Lorenzo Cain on the orange. Alex Kirilloff. Joe Carter, Ozzie Smith, Bob Gibson, Royce Lewis. Benintendi. Be Buster Posey. Team of the future, Ronald Acuna. Then we're going to have a John Hesley going to the Royals on the autograph. I still think Stadium Club some of the best looking cards. On-card autographs are always dope too. We got Sheets, Stroman, Willie Mays, and Bryson Stott. Dave Stewart, Mackenzie Gore, Hoy Park on the red. We have Wong. Chisholm, Williams, Peterson, Kepler, Blackman, Manea. Got Mike Trout on the chrome die cut. Luis Gil on the chrome. Lowe, Taylor, Abreu, Megill, Bogarts, Kane. Devers, Jim Abbott, Kirilloff, Alcantara, Lance Lynn, Jeter, Bichette, Schwarber, Cal Raleigh on the red. Joe Carter, Gavin Sheets, Nelson Cruz, Ramirez, Jackson Lopez, Frank Thomas, George Brett on the red, Trevor Story, Crunk, Strider, Pujols, Griffey, Keith Hernandez, Jared Walsh, Brian Hayes on the black, Chipper Jones, Mondesi, Hank Aaron, George Brett, Cal Raleigh, Lopez, Garrett Cole, Brandon Woodruff on the red, Crawford, Brooks Robinson, Detmers, Bagwell, Tatis Jr., Alexi, Stevenson, Bobby Witt Jr., Team of the Future, Centellion, and that's going to be a Centellion autograph here on the base. Say, literally just stuck to the other cards. Like I tried to pull him off, and he still had some sticky stuff on the corner, and I was trying to pull him off gingerly. He fell flat though, boys. No corner dings. I apologize for that, but I was trying to get him off without ruining the card because it's paper. Going to the Reds, and Austin Fishbach. Andre Jackson, Lewis, Mookie Betts, and Casey Mize. Try to handle the cards with as much care as you can, and then it just gets stuck because you're handling it like a little little wimp. Those are some of the stickiest cards we dealt with. I don't know what that was all about. All right, Trouty in here. Also, just so you guys know, the Jumbo tonight, when we do the Bowman Jumbo, I'm going to break it kind of how I did if anyone's watching Boomers last night, since we have a paper spot. The base paper spot. We're going to blow through the paper. So you guys know. That way the break only should take like an hour, hour and a half. Probably be live for that right after, a little bit after 10:30. I already have the case behind me. I said we'll get into a 3 and 2 jumbo, three 3 hobby, 2 jumbo tomorrow. We'll kick it off with a random teams. I'll drop it at noon. It's going to be $85 a team. Paper spot's going to be separate, and it'll probably be like... It's not going to be per team either. It's going to be 29 spots. Paper spot will probably be like $40. Probably less than that. Maybe like $35. I might even just do the paper with it, to be honest. No base vet, just the first Bowman paper and rookie paper. That's probably what I'll do for random. For the smaller breaks, I'll send the paper. The bigger breaks, I'm going to have paper spots. The smaller spots, I'll send everything but the vet base. I'm not sending vet base. So it's not even worth the... I don't even know why they put it in Bowman anymore, to be honest. I know why they do because of tradition, but in general, like, unless you're building the set... I think somebody was telling me whenever I made that post on the big baseball group, which I'm sure some of you guys said, that they sent me a message saying they use it as fire or as to start their fires in the summertime, and in the wintertime we have Kyle Lewis, Tristan McKenzie, Manny Machado, Shane Bieber, Brian Hayes, Bryce Harper, Ernie Clement, Tatis Jr. We have Cole Calhoun, Zach Pop, Acuna Jr., Joey Votto on the Prism. Tatis on the refractor, Wheeler, Garcia, Goldschmidt, and Altuve. How quickly everyone just forgave Tatis for using steroids. Like, no one even gives a shit. It's hilarious to me. We have Brady. He's just normalizing steroid use. Haniger, Matt Manning, Kevin Gausman, Lance Lynn, Shane Bieber. We have Yelich. We have first autograph here. It's going to be San Martin. Guess nobody else really finds it as funny as I do. Guy was going to the Reds on the San Martin. We got Ernie Clement on the refractor. Gurriel Jr., Jared Walsh, Mookie Betts, Kiner Falefa, Jake Berger, Fried, Edward Cabrera, Reitz. I have Emmanuel Clase, Miguel Cabrera, Sammy Long, DJ LeMahieu, and Xander Bogaerts. Francisco Lindor, Cedric Mullins, Kirilloff, Pavin Smith, Rogers, Arenado, Fairchild, Brian Anderson, George Springer, Tim Anderson, Jesse Winker, and nice autograph here for the Reds, Nick Lodolo on the teal wave. It's going to be a 68 out of 199. Going to the Reds and Austin Fishbach. Strasburg, Flaherty, Contreras, Luis Gil, Jarren Duran, Adam Frazier, Velade, Mike Yastrzemski, Contreras, Michael Brantley, Shohei Ohtani, Connor Wong on the teal wave. That's going to be a 120 out of 199. Cal Raleigh on the Prism, Trevor Story on the refractor, McCormick, Molina, Kershaw, Baz, Siri, Walker Buehler, Barrios, Sale, Judge, Ramirez, Arozarena, Ohtani, and Rodolfo Castro. Tyler Stevenson, Reese Hoskins, Tapia, Chris Bryant, Dansby Swanson, Woodruff, Acuna Jr., Riley Adams, Chisholm Jr., Rendon, Kyle Tucker on the Prism, Juan Yepez going to the Cardinals on the base. It's going to go to Josh King. Surprised the Cardinals stayed open as long as they did, to be honest. They were open like right before it closed. We have Brian Hayes, Aaron Ashby, Strasburg, Bogarts, Tyler Megill, Horner, Marte, Dahlbeck, Joey Gallo, Lothar, Joe Ryan, Juan Soto, Wander Franco, Bieber, Ohtani, Seager, Brandon Lowe, and Soler. Salvador Perez, Dylan Carlson, Urias, Wander Franco. Wander Franco again on the insert. Going to get Byron Buxton on the Fuchsia Speckle out of 350. 217 out of 350. Going to the Twins in Austin. You have Alex Bregman on the Prism. Alex Kirilloff on the True Blue. 100 out of 150. Going to Austin. Sure, he's hoping this carries over into the Bowman Jumbos. We have Zach Pop on the Refractor Lowry. Jeff McNeil, Schwarber, Freeman, Corbin Burns, and Josiah Gray. I have Charlie Blackmon, Crawford, Grossman, Longoria, Muncy, Votto, Calhoun, Meadows, Jimenez, Luke Williams. Jose Abreu, Manoah, Mike Trout, Justin Turner, Josh Lowe, India, Reynolds, Sammy Long. We have Kim for the Padres. It's going to Tom Giuliano. Nico Horner, Jay Cronenworth, Zach Short, Logan Gilbert. Verlander, Wainwright, Rivera, John Means, Byron Buxton, Gilbert, Brian De La Cruz, Luis Robert, Jose Abreu, and Tyler Megill. That is going to wrap up the Topps Chrome 2022. Let's get into the last box here. It's going to be a 2023 Archive Signature Series. Buyback card this is. Going to be Jesse Winker, 90 out of 99 on the 2021. I believe this is Series 1. Going to the Reds in Austin. Austin 8. Got hungry and had himself a whole ass meal. Sleeve these up real quick. So I don't need to top load them afterwards. My life easier. I'll do a quick recap, and like I said, we'll get into the jumbo here 15 minutes after the recap or so. We're going to do the jumbo started at 10:45. Let's get into the non-autographs. First, we have Alvarez out of 50 on the mini card. And we have Byron Buxton on the Fuchsia Speckle, the Fuchsia Torkelson, Connor Wong on the Teal Wave, Siri on the base memorabilia, and Matt Manning out of 100. Fernando Tatis out of 199. Moore on the Fuchsia. Reynolds on the blue. Gonna have Suzuki on the America's Pastime memorabilia. Tatis on the Prism. And then Brandon Marsh out of 99. We're also gonna have Suzuki in the back row here. That's a non-autograph out of 99 from Alan Ginter Chrome. Getting into the autographs, we'll get Juan Yepez and Connor Seabold from the back row. Gonna have Jesse Winker on the buyback out of 99. We have Kim on the base. Alex Kirilloff on the True Blue out of 150. Reaver Sam Martin on the base. Tony Centellion on the base. John Hesley for the Royals. Robbie Ray out of 56 going to the Mariners. Patrick Weigel for the Braves. Have an out of 10 Reed Detmers on the thick old patch here going to the Angels. Ali Sanchez going to the Mets. We're going to have Hoy Park on the Zenith base going to the Pirates. Peyton Henry going to the Marlins, which I believe is Charles. I have Kevin Smith on the Obsidian. I have a Jason Dominguez Redemption out of, I believe it's going to be a Contenders Optic card, if I'm not mistaken. And we have Nick Lodolo on the Teal Wave. It's going to be a 68 out of 199. Nice hit there. And that is a break, boys. Congratulations to everybody hit. For everybody that did, better luck next time. I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes for the Bowman Jumbo Case break. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get that half and half filled tonight, please.